Hey, how's it going? So I'm kind of attempting a little bit of a vlog situation type deal again. Basically, I think, I don't know, maybe it'll just be the rest of today. But I just want to chat for a moment because these last couple days have just been really weird. Like highs and lows. So Thursday night, my sister ended up taking me over to the emergency room because I was having what I'm presuming was like an asthma attack. So not great. So what happened was, I mentioned it a little bit in my last video, my February wrap up, that like last week sometime, I had a really bad stomach flu. I was down and out for like 3 to 4 days. It was really bad. And so Wednesday I was feeling a bit better, and then Thursday I was feeling really good. And so we got like a last ditch snowstorm Wednesday night and then all through like Thursday. And so I decided to shovel some of the driveway to try and get back into activity. And unfortunately, I was not fully healed, and I lost my breath, and I just couldn't catch my breath, and I was wheezing and I was struggling, and it was just really bad. And so my husband stayed home with my son, and he was stuck on a work call, and my sister was able to bring me over to the emergency room and hang out with me. And so the doctor just thinks that the lining of my lungs was still inflamed from the stomach flu. And when that happens, because of all the activity I was trying to do, every time I was trying to take a breath, the lining of my lungs was hitting against my rib cage and was then making it difficult for me to breathe. So I have a rescue inhaler, and all my other test results came back good except for my cholesterol. I apparently have high cholesterol, and my liver stats were a bit elevated but not concerning. So basically, it's really time for a lifestyle change. So dumb, I didn't want to cry. So it's just been very emotional last few days, to say the least. I'm just basically trying to live, I guess. Not let life happen, but actually live it. So that's where I'm at right now. Friday night was great. My son and I were able to go to the musical that his middle school put on, so we can support his friends and our community, and it was great. The kids did such a good job. And then Saturday morning, I got to go to one of 2 ski races that my son has this weekend. So he had one on a ski hill, and it was just so cool. I took some videos, and I'll slip them in. One of them is just I'm still like learning and trying to understand all these ski terms. And so one of them is just all the kids get to go through the course with their coaches, but they can't like race it. So what they call side slip. I don't fully understand what that means, but basically they're just going nice and easy through the course, and it's to allow them to visualize how they're going to. I have no idea how long I've been out of focus. It was so, anyway, if I'm not refilming any of that, so sorry if I was slightly out of focus for any of that. So the kids get to imagine, like, they get to visualize how they're going to take each thing. And it was just so neat because this hill is so special because It's not a mountain. It's literally just a giant hill, and it's much easier for family and friends and everybody to get to sit and watch and actually see the race instead of having to climb up half the mountain to go watch people race. So the community aspect of this race, I love this race. It's just so much fun. And it's a good practice race. It's just a nice little easy race for them. So the first clip I'll show you is just like, it looks like a bunch of little ducklings following their mama duck down the hill, and it was so cool to watch. And then I'll show you my son's first race, because they race twice, and I'll show you my son's first race, and it was so awesome to go, even though it was raining the whole time. It was like we were all soaked, but it was just so cool because every year I watch him grow more confident, and just his skills are getting crisper, and it's so cool to watch. It's really funny because the first book I actually just finished, the fourth book in the Murderbot series, and what's the title? Exit Strategy, and I absolutely loved it. This is on par with the first book. Like, so far my favorites have been the first and the fourth. Like, the second was good, the third was good, but not as strong, but this is good. And so when I'm talking about one of the lines from the book that like makes me think of like seeing what all the hard work that my son has put into when it's produced, this line from the book just pops into my head, and it's Murderbot who is having like an internal monologue, and they say, "You really do improve with hard work. Who knew?" And I laughed just out loud at that line. It was so great. So far, like, this weekend has it's been good. It's been really good. Oh my gosh, this focus bar on my camera is killing me today. Today's plans are my husband and son are out at his other race, which is it's a lot further away. I'm chilling at home today, just trying to get a whole bunch of like basic things that have desperately needed to get done, but I have been putting off for whatever reasons. So I'm washing the sheets and the blankets, and I'm vacuuming the mattresses. I'm gonna clean out the fridge. I took care of a bunch of paperwork that needed to be shredded that I've been putting off, and so I did a bunch of that. And right now I'm gonna chill with my literally Dead Book Club cup of coffee, and we are going to hop into, oh, I took off the dust jacket. I don't read with the dust jacket on because fingerprints are dirty, and I've already ruined a couple of dust jackets that way, so I just take them off. But this is Starter Villain by John Scalzi, and I'm on chapter 8 right now. This book is hysterical. My husband was actually like reading it out loud for the both of us a little while ago, because he's already read it. Not surprising, he's a huge John Scalzi fan. Even he like was struggling to not laugh while he's reading it out loud to me, which I mean, it's hysterical. I'm really enjoying it so far. So it's about this guy who discovers that his uncle has passed away and has left everything to him, which includes his business, which we are about to find out what that business is. But there's a lot of comical interactions that take place during and after the uncle's funeral. So far, it's just hysterical, and I just feel bad for this poor guy. That's my plan for today. Put on some lo-fi beat and read some more starter fill-in. Maybe I could try and finish it today. That's a bit ambitious, but I kind of like it. I'm aiming high these days. I'm telling you, Thursday night was quite the eye-opener that I needed, but desperately didn't want it in that way. But I think I'm the kind of person that how it's gotta happen. I gotta get slapped in the face before I finally realize, oh shit, I need to focus on me and change and make some changes to have a more sustainable and healthy lifestyle. Instead of constantly focusing my energies on other people, I need to remember that whole saying of like, I can't fill other people's cups if mine is empty. We need to be working to help fill each other's cups, but we also need to remember that we need to fill our cup sometimes ourselves. So that's what I'm doing. Just trying to get shit done and just be present and actually live life and just stop thinking about the things I want to do and just fucking do them. Like, ugh, I'm so tired of being like, oh man, I would really love to read that book. Why the fuck aren't you reading the book? Just read the book. Anyway, that's my rant for this moment. I will check in again later, hopefully. All right, bye for now, hopefully. It's Tuesday. I gotta leave in like a few minutes for my dentist appointment. I did get a little bit further in starter villain. I am laughing out loud reading this book. It is so funny. The whole scene with the dolphins, chef's kiss. And apparently my husband kind of spoiled it a little bit, but there's a whole nother scene with the dolphins that I cannot wait to get to. So yeah, today is kind of, anyway, March is a crazy busy month and we're only 5 days in and I'm already over it. So yeah, so I got a dentist appointment, I got therapy, and then my son has ski practice tonight, which I think I'm gonna end up taking him because we gotta leave earlier than normal. All right, I gotta go brush my teeth before my dentist appointment. So I will check in later. Bye. Wow, you are balanced precariously on my dashboard. So, just got home from my dentist appointment because guess what? It turns out that I didn't actually have a dentist appointment. So, I think I understand what the mix-up was, but I do have a dentist appointment tomorrow because it turns out that somehow at my last cleaning, I didn't schedule for my next cleaning and I'm due. So I get a cleaning tomorrow and then I finally get to finish up the other process, which is I got dental implants. So now I'm gonna get the actual like tooth put in. I can't wait until I'm just back to twice a year cleanings and that's it. Anywho, I'm gonna go have a cup of coffee and collect myself because, oh, you're shaking. Because that was, at least it's not that far. It's only like 10 minutes from my house, but and I got all the paperwork signed off and all the payment stuff done, but man, what a start to my day. Alright, I'll be back. So I'm just here catching up on my YouTubes. I haven't really done this in a while, but I have these tarot cards, the manga. I got them from Barnes & Noble's a little while ago, and every once in a in a while I like to pull a card, and I haven't pulled a card in a while, and I thought it was really neat. The card I pulled was the Fool, and at first I was like, what? The divinatory meaning was like a new beginning, the need for courage and faith and taking a step that some would consider foolish, and then like advice that says listen to your instincts and do that thing you want to do even if you're scared. There's no guarantee that things will always be easy, but your quest will take you where you need to go and to have the experiences you need to have. And I thought that was so cool. Mainly, oh shit, my battery's about to die, so let me wrap this up. Mainly because like I really want to get this, I really want to work on my channel more, and like it does terrify me to put myself out there to people, but like I'm doing it, and like this was just like the universe giving me confirmation that I'm on the right path. So I just thought that was really neat and thought I would share, and I'm gonna go change my battery before my camera dies. Alright, bye! Okay, so I haven't updated since my whole dentist fiasco, but the rest of my day was pretty darn great. I had a great therapy session. I got quite a bit further in Starter Villain. I've only got, I think, like less than 100 pages left of the book. Yeah, I'm like 65% of the way through, so I'm almost done. And it's just, so it started out as like a crazy serious comedy, and it's still really funny, but now like there's some action going on. I actually kind of stopped at a little cliffhanger moment. I'm gonna stop there for tonight because it's getting late. I'm getting tired. Oh, also I'm trying to incorporate some more I don't know if I talked about it at all, maybe I did, but I had a bit of a health scare, and so since that happened, I've been really trying to like hone in on like my diet and trying to get my diet to be a lot better. I've also really tried to stop other habits, which has been going great. So now I'm trying to incorporate some more like cardio and fitness into my life. So tonight I did the fitness Marshall. I did his playlist, his Lady Gaga playlist. I only got like 4 songs in, and I was like, I am exhausted, and I am not very coordinated yet at dancing. It definitely gave me the workout that I needed. So then after that, I read a whole bunch more. Well, I took a shower, relaxed, did that. So now I'm just gonna do like my little, I'm gonna try and find like a nice little relaxing. So that is where I'm at. It was definitely a very successful Tuesday, with the exception of not really actually having a dentist appointment scheduled today, but I do actually now have one scheduled for tomorrow. So I do officially have an actual cleaning tomorrow at 9:30. And then also, so I'm exhausted. Alright, I'll see you up tomorrow, because I am determined to finish this book tomorrow, because I got some other books that I need to get going on, because I got some book clubs coming up. So all right, I will see you all tomorrow. Oof, looking rough this morning. So I am almost done. Thought I would do a little check-in. I didn't do anything yesterday. I just had a really I had a bad day, and so I just took the space I needed to deal with it. But we're back. I'm reading. Today is my son's birthday, so I've got to go and I've got to wrap a bunch of his presents. But I've only got about 50 pages left in this book, and I'm telling you, the way I was like laughing out loud during a bunch of the scenes. There's this whole scene with a Zoom call that just had me cracking up. See if I could try and finish the book now, and then wrap some presents, and then, well, I'm gonna try and finish the book now. Yeah, and then wrap some presents, and then I'll check in with you again in a bit. All right. I totally forgot to do my update earlier when I finished my book, but 100% done, 100% 5 stars. That book had me laughing out loud. Just, oh my gosh. Like, I don't know how much to say without spoiling it, but it is so good, and I really enjoyed the ending. I thought it was a nice way to end it. So if you are looking for a book that has a bit of action, a bit of intrigue, quite a bit of ridiculousness and laughs, highly recommend. It was so funny. And so now I'm gonna move on to Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone by Benjamin Stevenson. My local bookstore was having a book club, and this was their pick, so I was like, good, I got it. I've owned it for a while. It's on my TBR. I'm trying to get out and be a little bit more social. Also, sorry if you can hear my son in the background. He is playing his VR headset, and one of our doors that we usually use to block off the noise is broken. So it is what it is. My local bookstore picked this from one of their book clubs, and since I already own it, it's been on my TBR, I'm trying to be more social, I decided to go ahead and sign up for it. I've also been doing the audio book for the next installment of the Murderbot series that I'm currently reading, and it's Network Effect by Martha Wells. So I'm doing that on audio when I'm like cleaning the house and doing miscellaneous projects. Other than that, my son has band practice tonight. He got picked to be part of the all district band for this year for their performance in April. So they're doing their first practice tonight. And so I figure when I drop him off for that, I'm gonna park the car and then just walk down to the library, since it's not that far from the school. It's nice and sunny out. It's still kind of chilly, but it's nice and sunny out. And I'm trying to get more movement into my life. And I have a book on hold, so I figure 2 birds, 1 stone, or whatever. Actually, that's like three things. Dropping him off, getting my movement, and picking up my book. Okay, so it's like 3 things. I'm gonna see if my husband wants to go too. And that would be really nice. I get to walk with him and just hang out and chit chat. Yeah, that's really it for this update. All right, I'll see you later. Bye. It's Friday. Yay! My son has today off from school, so he actually has a friend over today. They just went up to walk to the park. I am on chapter 3. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm liking the writing. I'm liking the writing style. But I wish it was a little faster paced. I think that's what I'm looking for. I don't know. Right now the pacing is a little wonky, but I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time. Also, I totally forgot to do this when I got it on Monday. It's now Friday, but I got my Book of the Month box. Because I'm a BFF, I get their book award winner of the year, and that was yours truly by Abby Jimenez, whom I follow on TikTok and is hysterical. I love her TikTok. And then the Book of the Month pick that I did was A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen. So a saga of the unfated book 1. So it looks like this is gonna end up being a series. Last night my husband and I did bring my son to band practice, and then we did end up walking to the library to pick up my book hold, which is Knock Knock Open Wide. I'm not entirely sure what this is about. A little blurb just says, Knock Knock Open Wide weaves horror and Celtic myth into a terrifying, heartbreaking, supernatural tale of fractured family bonds, the secrets we carry, and the veiled forces that guide Irish life. I saw Books and Lala talk about it, and she really enjoyed it, so I thought I would give it a shot. Oh my gosh. Wow, look at this writing. It's so tiny. Hopefully I'll do good with this. Hopefully I'll be able to really give it a chance, because I'm not gonna lie, I've noticed that when I see books that have like this tiny font and so I struggle a little bit more. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like the more I read, the better I get at reading, and the faster I get at reading, and the more I can consume. I don't know. Now I'm just kind of rambling. So yeah, I think the only other thing that is really going on right now is I'm having really conflicted feelings. I am a jiu-jitsu blue belt, but I haven't really consistently been practicing since really before the pandemic. After it started to open up, I was going pretty consistently for a while, and then I was going to try competing, and then this whole kerfuffle happened and I wasn't able to compete. The venue got shut down right as my match was supposed to happen. But since then, really, I haven't been able to find the motivation to be consistent. Also, I've had a lot of health related stuff going on since then, so it's just been very hard to get the motivation and to quell the anxiety that I have about going to class, especially when a lot of the people that are there are not necessarily the same people who were there like before the pandemic, like when I was really like consistently going. But lately, since my huge health scare last week, I've become more and more determined to, I've changed a lot of my activities and been really honing in on my diet. I've really been honing in on getting more activity into my life. And it sounds strange, but like my husband, son, and I were all just like kind of wrestling around, just kind of like play fighting around. And I was like, man, I really do miss jiu-jitsu. I miss the activity of doing jiu-jitsu, but I have a lot of conflicting feelings when it comes to the place where I was going for classes. I'm still paying for it, so like I'm locked into that membership, so I'm just insanely conflicted about it. And also, it's not like I could really go to another school. Like there are some other schools around here, but if I did that, I would be burning a lot of bridges, and I don't know. I'm just really conflicted about all of it. That's kind of really the only other thing that is going on with me lately. I let my son sleep on the couch last night because the final episode of Traitors was on. We're huge fans of that show. Let me tell you, this season was so good. Phaedra, she played it so well. I'm gonna end it here because my dog is freaking out because there's a FedEx guy, there's the USPS guy, and I'm sure there's probably another guy about to show up. So yeah, I'll end it here. I'll see you later. Bye.